You know the story of Cinderella and her glass slipper? Right, of course you do. But what if I told you the slipper wasn't glass at all? And what if the real magic didn't come from a fairy godmother, but from the tiny, incredibly skilled paws of a mouse? Well, today we're going to flip that classic tale on its head and see how a simple shift in perspective reveals a hero you never saw coming. And it all starts with this one simple line. Gus was not like other mice. Right away, you know we're not dealing with just any old background character. This isn't just some mouse scurrying around. Nope. This is someone special, and he's got a story to tell. So let's meet our hero. His name is Gus. He lives in a humble little shed with his friends, and while his world might seem really small, his talents, well, his talents are about to change the fate of an entire kingdom. So what makes Gus so different? Well, just look at this. While all the other mice are doing, typical mouse things, sneaking crumbs, scurrying around, Gus is creating. His paws aren't for scurrying, they're for stitching, for sewing, for mending. This skill is everything. It's who he is, and trust me, it's the key to this whole story. Now, this friendship is really the heart of it all. It's not a one-way street. Cinderella, she gives him kindness. She tells him these amazing stories of a world he's never seen. And in return, he uses his talent to literally patch up the hardships in her life. And how perfect is this? His home is one of her old shoes. It's this perfect little symbol of their close, protective bond. All right, so every hero gets a call to adventure. And for Gus, that call is the royal ball. This is his moment. It's his chance to not only help his best friend, but to finally reveal a secret gift he's been working on. A masterpiece that comes from his own special kind of magic, pure craftsmanship. An entire year. Just let that sink in. This wasn't some last-minute miracle from a magic wand. This was a project of pure dedication, patience, and, you gotta say it, love. You can just imagine him, every single night, after the house went quiet, pouring his heart into this one special thing. And just look at what they're made of. We're not talking about priceless jewels from a royal vault. No, this is silvery cloth, maybe a few fallen pearls from an old necklace. It's not about wealth. It's about seeing the beauty in what's around you and turning it into something magical. These aren't just slippers, they are a work of art. And there it is. That's the moment. That pure, genuine appreciation from Cinderella. Her total awe is the ultimate reward for all of Gus's hard work. It's proof that his gift wasn't just seen, it was really, truly felt. So then, boom, the fairy godmother shows up and the big, flashy magic starts. The torn dress, shimmering gown. The pumpkin, golden carriage. Even Gus's friends turn into horses. Everything changes in a puff of smoke. But then, she gets to the slippers and nothing. The magic just stops. So why? This line is everything. It's the whole point of the story. The ultimate magical authority, the fairy godmother herself, basically says that Gus's creation is so good, it doesn't need any magic. His skill, his love, his hard work, that was the magic. It's this incredible validation that his craftsmanship is just as powerful as her wand. We all know what happens next, right? The clock strikes 12. But in this telling of the story, Cinderella's mad dash from the castle isn't just the end of her night. Oh no. It's the beginning of a clever, high-stakes mission led by her tiny, loyal friends. So yeah, you see the classic sequence of events here. The amazing night of dancing, the frantic escape as the magic fades, and of course, the lost slipper that becomes the biggest clue in the entire kingdom. But now we know the real story behind that slipper, which makes the prince's big search way more interesting. And of course, just when things are looking up, here's the final obstacle. In a total classic villain move, the sisters lock Cinderella away. They are literally standing between her and her happy ending. But you know what? While one door closes, her friends are about to bust another one wide open. I mean, look at this. This is not just random scurrying. This is a strategy, a full-on heist plan. They have a clear objective, they identify the obstacle, and they come up with a brilliant plan of action. They aren't just waiting around to be rescued. Gus and his friends become this little team of secret agents, and they completely take control of the situation to save the day. So, with their mission a total success, the story finally reaches its proper ending. And it's an ending where our true hero, the tiny guy with the big talent, finally gets the recognition he absolutely deserves. And this detail is just so satisfying. The perfect fit,
It's not a miracle. It's not some sign of magical destiny. It's a sign of really, really good custom craftsmanship. Of course it fit. Gus, the master tailor, knew his client's size perfectly. And here's the payoff. Cinderella makes sure he gets the personal credit he's due. But it gets even better. His talent is recognized by a pro, the palace tailor. So Gus doesn't just get to live in a castle. He gets a job, a purpose, a title that honors his unique skill. He's not just some pet, he is the royal tailor's little assistant. How cool is that? So when you really look at the story this way, the whole moral of it changes, doesn't it? It's not about waiting around for a magic wand to solve your problems. It's about how the quiet, dedicated work you do, the skills you build day by day, and the kindness you show your friends. Well, maybe that's the most powerful magic there is.